Punk Revolution now! Hey everybody, today we are going to be reviewing Against All Logic's newest album, 2017 to 2019. Okay, so Against All Logic, for those of you unfamiliar, is a project by producer NICOLAS JAAR, a fantastic producer who has worked on some really excellent projects, really fantastic producer. And this album here is actually a follow-up to Against All Logic's previous album. It was kind of like a compilation album, 2012 to 2017, released back in 2018. This is a pretty cool album because this album came out of fucking nowhere. Wasn't really much hype going into the release, but when it was released, it's was one of the most critically acclaimed house albums of the entire fucking decade. So, wow, what a shocker. Really groovy, fun stuff in this album. So, pretty excited to see what's going on in his newest follow-up release, 2017 to 2019. Let's get started by taking a look at the freaking album cover, shall we? I personally freaking love the heck out of this album cover because it features a person on the cell phone and it's actually a freaking stock photo with a freaking watermark still on the freaking photo. You look closely at the freaking cover and you're gonna see watermarks on the guy on the cell phone, which is hilarious. So yeah, this album cover is very similar to his first album's cover. You know, same format, same text font, just a little bit more orange. And it features a stock photo, which is hilarious. And I feel like him putting a stock photo on the album cover is kind of like him just being like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit about anything. Put whatever freaking photo on the cover because I'm crazy and I'm edgy and I'm different. Which is kind of like the mood you were getting in this album. Just a little bit here. Because if you listen to Against All Logic's first album, this is going to be an album that's really warm, blissful, euphoric, just enjoying the groove in the atmosphere, having a lot of fun. If you listen to Against All Logic's newest album here, we're going to hear music that's very cold, technical, aggressive, gritty, dark, just massive freaking difference, which is kind of epic because it's NICOLAS JAAR showing off what a talented producer he is. He's able to do it all. He's able to do EDM, and now on this album, I'd say it's more of an IDM project, a lot more just like, ooh, I'm an intellect, listening to the beats in all parts of the headphones. I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to have my ears hurt because the percussion is going to be banging in my ear. Industrial techno influence. I love it. Okay, so personally, I really do like this new direction a lot, and it has some really freaking sweet moments. Like, listen to the second half. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Listen to the second half of the track with an addict. Listen to all the percussion going on. This is a very percussion-driven album. Lots of aggressive percussion, just pounding you through the album, rather than being an album that's driven by a nice, fun bass line or melody. Nothing like that here. And it just gets really dense with a ton of percussion, really well mixed in there. And then if you listen to tracks like Deefers, absolutely massive track, really aggressive, has a lot of aggressive moments throughout this album, just throwing it all at you. Fades really nicely into the track Faith, which is more cerebral, has a little bit more of an ambient influence in it, but still has that, tech house punching through the album feel. And I think that's really cool. And I think it comes together in a really nice album. But I will say, I feel like Against All Logic's first album was pretty much like a standout track in Deep House, a really phenomenal Deep House track that really stuck with me. Now, Against All Logic's newest album, this one here, I don't see this as necessarily one of the best IDM albums I've ever heard. I don't think it's one of the best tech house albums I've ever heard. I feel like if we're comparing other artists like Autechre or John Hopkins or The Field, I feel like these artists have accomplished something way more interesting than what I'm hearing here. Although this is still a really nice effort. But I do think ultimately Against All Logic is a project that's better for making fun, groovy beats than it is at making music that's for intellectuals. Because as an intellectual, I would much rather listen to Autechre's Confield and read. So that's my opinion of the album. I'm going to give it a 7.1. Pretty cool stuff. If you like the first one, go check out the newest one because you're going to like it. It's a good album without a doubt. I just prefer other IDM artists over this one. But you know what? Still pretty cool stuff. Thanks so much for watching Punk Revolution 7.1. Punk Revolution now.